Hey guys, what's up? VGA322 here. Just taking a bit of a break from my Paper Mario walkthrough. I've actually been playing Assassin's Creed lately because I'm not gonna lie, it's the first time I've played the game, so you know. It's actually not too bad lately, but that's not what this video's for. I got really bored yesterday, and I've just been working on it for today and yesterday, and I'm still kind of working on it. It's not complete yet, but I made a board game. And this board game is actually inspired by James Rolfe, aka Angry Video Game Nerd, for those of you who know and those of you who don't know. I'm going to link him in the description. Check out his page. Do it right now, because he kicks some serious ass. Anyways, it's not so much that it was inspired by him, it is practically the same game that he made, but I kind of added stuff to it, and I kind of just put a twist on it to make it my own sort of thing. So pretty much what it is this right here, all that confusing stuff, and there's far too much shadow in here. You know what, I'm going to move Doom so all the shadow up there gets taken off. There we go, now you can see it. So pretty much what happens is you start over here at the starting space, and you have to exit up here at the exit space. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place Doom over here as an example. Now what you do is you don't roll a dice, although my D20 is involved in this. You don't roll a dice to move. What you do is you draw cards, but not those cards. Those cards. So what you want to do is you're going to draw a card, and I got a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I landed on that very boring square right there that has nothing on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another card. I got an ace. I landed on this. Now as you can see here, there's a -2 there. The reason for that is because each player starts with 10 HP, and you can lose HP or you can gain HP from that potion down there. You can gain HP, but you can lose HP from creatures, creature battles, or just like death traps and stuff. So pretty much what's going to go down now is that I just took 2 HP, so I'm down to 8 HP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. I got a 3. So what's going to happen here is because I didn't land on the ladder, it's not going to be activated. So that's my 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So I landed on this question mark here. Now what's going to happen when you land on the question mark is you're going to draw one of these cards. So let's draw this card. In this case, it's, well, Dark Hole. I couldn't find a better picture to use for it, but it's Dark Hole. And as you can see, his attack power is equal to whatever the dice roll is. So what we're going to do is just going to roll the dice. So as shown, his attack power is 12. So now I have to roll to see if I beat his attack power. Now if I get higher than 12, I win the battle. If I get lower than 12, I lose the battle. And that effect will kick in. So if I get lower than 12, I'm going to have to draw a card, one of those cards, and however many, whatever that number is, I'm going to have to move backwards. So let's just try this. Let's see if I can beat a 12 here. Crap, I got a 10. Alright, so I have to draw a card. I'm going to draw a card. And it's a 4, so I'm going to move back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm back to this dull square up here. So we're going to draw here 3. So 1, 2, 3. Once again, I've passed the ladder, but I'm going to try and deal with that. Okay, got a 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, I'm on a boring square. As you can see, that hole there leads all the way down to the bottom. I will explain that if I don't get a 2. I got 3 exactly. Alright, so what's going on here is I get 1, 2, 3. So I land on this hole and I go down, but I'm also landing on another hole that goes through the ground, and I end up, I would end up in that death trap, but as you can see, that line right there on top of the arrow, that's actually a rope. And for some reason it didn't end up over here, but the description is there. Pretty much what you do is you roll a dice, and if you get an even number, you're safe, and you go to that space right there, and then you start following the arrows, going this way, so you're starting to move in a reverse direction, or if you get tails, or not tails, that's coin, if you get odds, then pretty much you fall to your death in the death trap. So I'm going to try and get an even here. 17. I got an odd. So pretty much I fall into that death trap and I'm dead. I'm going to kind of explain how the game works now, considering I died and I didn't really get to the end. So pretty much the way James set it up is you have to find a key, which is down here on the bottom level, meaning you have to get all the way to the bottom, either by going through this ladder, down this ladder, or by surviving this trap. And then on mine you have to land on the space, but you don't only have to land on the space, you also have to beat the creature that comes up on the space. I don't know why I keep tapping my page. You have to defeat the creature that gets drawn when you land on the space in order to get the key. And then once you have the key, you can keep coming and you go up that ladder, so hopefully you don't get trashed down there. That would just suck. You go up the ladder and then you come back this way. As you can see, there are two death traps right here in a row, so those two are bad, but there is a space here that's safe, and there's a door there, but in order to get through that door you need the key. So if you don't have the key when you get to that door, you have to start going in the reverse direction, which is kind of like what I explained before when you were going backwards through here. So you end up going in the reverse. Now, when you end up going in reverse, you'll come back, and if you do hit the ladder, you'll go up, but you'll go that way, not that way. So you come here and you start going back down that way, and you have an attempt to get the key again. But if you do have the key, that door will unlock, and you'll continue going this way. Now, if you don't land on that space to go up the ladder, then you have to keep going around this way, and you pretty much have to keep going around until you either die or you do hit the ladder, and you can continue up. So when you get up here, you start going this way, and this right here is a very poorly drawn medallion. Very poorly drawn medallion. And pretty much what has to happen is you have to land on this space while you have the key in order to get the medallion. So after you have the medallion, you have to keep coming this way and try not to die. Land on the ladder, and if you land on that, once again you're going to be dragged all the way to the bottom. You land on the ladder, you'll come up, and then you'll start going this way. There's a death trap right there. It's my horrible acid pit. As you can see, there is one creature space up here, there is a game over thing up here, and then there's this right here, another door. But for this door, as you can see, you need both the key and the medallion to unlock it. Now, if you don't have both the key and the medallion, and you hit this spot here, there's a hole here, so pretty much if you can't open that door, you're going to fall down to this space right here, which gives you a chance to go down the ladder if you don't have the key, or to try and get the medallion again if you don't have the medallion. Now, if you do unlock that space, if you do unlock that door, and you continue and you land on this square, you're going to end up back on the starting space. Don't ask me how that happens, it just does. But if you get farther than that, you have a creature spot, so hopefully you aren't low on HP and you end up dying, and then you have the exit, so if you hit that or go past it, you pretty much exit the thing, and that's kind of how you win. But yeah, that's really it. I don't really have a name for it, and James, I'm sorry, I can't remember what you called it, but yeah, that's really all it is. So James, thumbs up for making that game, because if you didn't think of that game, I totally wouldn't have thought of somewhat adding stuff to your game. So yeah, that's just a thanks for if you do watch it, and I am going to link your channel. I'll link cinemassacre.com, and I'll link the video on Cinemassacre showing your board game so people can see it. So if you guys want to check that out, just check the description. And I guess for now, this is VGA322 signing out. I'll see you guys later.